I see that you've made your way back onto the bed, kitty. And now I have to make the bed. That means you'll be moving into the other room. All right. Good thing. Well, looks like Kitty's bowl's not full, so here we go. All right, come on, Kitty. There you go. That's a good kitty. All right, welcome to the second part of the Please Subscribe show. Really, it's just the Cole Spivey channel, but it's January 13th, 2024. Got it right almost every single day of this month. It's getting kind of cold, so we jumped down to 41 degrees. Looks like we're probably going to get to about at freezing tonight. Yesterday we did as well. We got really close to it. And sometimes when I just jump right into the cold, I have like a gag reflex. I did the same thing when I lived in the state of Maine, up there by Canada. It took me about a month or so to get used to it. So Texas is an extreme weather state. So we get very, very cold at times, and we get super extremely hot, especially in the summertime. So I recommend if you come here, buy a portable air conditioner, just in case. LG makes a really good one, and they hook up right to your window, and it just pops right in, really easy. So I'll try my best, excuse me, I'll try my best, not to go into like a gag thing where I start gagging and coughing. It's more like I cough and then gag. And I just also ate some chicken with mashed potatoes, and then I had a little bit of rice, and it's like a rice pilaf with hamburger meat. Whew, man, okay. I'll show you how my eyes are watery. You can see my eyes are a little watery right here from coughing, but I'll be okay, it'll be fine. I just like get out into the cold immediately, it's like, but it's okay, I'll be fine. I don't want to show you how it really sounds, because it's like it's like worse than that. But it's like a gag reflex. It's not like it could be a psychological thing, I don't know. I remember I had it a little bit when I was a kid too, in the morning time. Okay. Try to get rid of my spit mouth. Okay. All right. Well, welcome. So today we're gonna, I'll turn it around. All right, we're gonna start delivery today. Here we go. All right, this is when we get to turn the car. Whee! Isn't this fun, boys and girls? Whee! Kitty loves it. Whee! Sorry, I used to be a parent. Whee! Whee! Look at the claws right there. I drew those on myself. Oh my gosh, I saw an interview with Katharine Hepburn and Barbara Walters. She got a little bitter. And she, just like Brando, she downed acting, acting's she'd even almost say it was an art. And then, I think Lipton called it a craft. Brando hated it. He said he'd rather do other stuff. I thought she'd always have loved it, but I guess she got older, and it seemed like when she was younger, she really struggled with it. She had a problem speaking way too quick, so they couldn't understand her on stage. She would just, just talk so fast, but she kind of, I can't tell if she's denasal or hypernasal, but very interesting to listen to on the Dick Cavett show. I'm talking about Katharine Hepburn. On the Dick Cavett show, she seems very good-spirited, and she like throws her legs up all masculine style up on the, it's funny, she asked for a different type of end table, and they just switch it out with the exact same type of end table just to, kind of appease her, because she wanted a stable table for the interview. And she's putting her legs all up on the table and acting all manly. But she was very good spirits in the Dick Cavett show. The Barbara Walters one, she seemed to be a little bit older, and I think she had lost Spencer at that point. And there's also a tragic tale about Hepburn, and it has to do with her older brother, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, because they don't know if it was an accident. Once the musical March, we're going to try to make a matinee right there. It's Glenn Hansard. Sorry, John Carney and Glenn Hansard. The fair's on the other side. You can see the fair. Yeah, it's an incredible story. You know, it goes to show, I take my hat off on musicians making great movies. And this would be Glenn Hansard and John Carney. John Carney was the bassist of the Frames. He became basically like a film director, and he was the bassist for their band. And they came up with this idea for this movie called Once, which is about this character named Guy and a character named Girl. And the girl's married, and she plays piano, and he's a busker. Or I'm sorry, a busker. And he gets ripped off by someone, gets his tip jar. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And he goes run, you know, and he runs into her. He meets her, and she basically helps him get a #1 hit on a song called Falling Slowly. But they write all this music, and he's written all these ridiculous songs, and that's all they do. They're just friends that write music. It's like they have a musical affair. And then she goes back to her husband. He gives her a piano. He buys her a piano. It's a really good movie. I love it. And the music is just incredible. The musical is probably going to be great. And it's coming here, right here in Fort Worth in March. So don't miss out. Also, just a side note, BJ Cleveland, he's doing producers out in Dallas. I looked him up last night. He's doing it at a place called the Moody Theater or something like that in Dallas. You might want to check that out too, the producers. All right, Arctic Blast night for delivery. 6:08 p.m., 2 minutes, 0.5 miles. Be a cold one. As low as 18 tonight, 16 tomorrow, and 13 on Monday. Fahrenheit. Looks like we got the Christmas lights out of Modern Art Museum. And Tadeo Ando's masterpiece. Modern Art Museum from Japan. Won the Pritzker Award back in 1995 for, it's a Pritzker Prize. It's honored the highest award for architect. So this is the Crescent. It's related to the Dallas Crescent. Loosely related. There's some modern art right here. The Crescent just opened in November. It's a brand new hotel right next to the Modern Art Museum. All right, so the Crescent opened this November. It's brand new, and I mean, it looks cool. So it's right next to the Modern Art Museum, so if you want to come down and you want to stay at a really super nice place with a nice dining, the restaurant's called Amelia's, so it sounds really fancy. Sounds familiar, too. And also, if you want to go to Louis Kahn's Kimball Art Museum or the Piano Pavilion or Amy Carter, you're walking distance right from the Crescent. Making a U right here so you can kind of see. And there is Louis Kahn's Kimball Art Museum. I'll have to get the facts on when that one was constructed. It's the oldest of the three, if you count the Amon Carter, I guess it was the oldest of the four. And then there right here, the Crescent. It's just called the Crescent. It's a hotel. They're loosely connected to the Crescent in Dallas. You can see how nice. Look at some of the rims right here. Does that not look awesome? It's all modern. That's got to be a hot pick right there. And then there's their bar restaurant. They're also right across the street from Blue, which is a really high-end sushi place, which is on the other end of that. So if you want, that'd be a really good date night for somebody. And then right here is the Modern Art Museum. One of my favorites, I guess, out of the three. But I do like the Piano Pavilion because it has a cool stage. They both have cool stages, though. All right, second delivery is 7:09, 3 minutes. We'll be there 0.9 mile. 7:10, all right. Oops. There we go. All right, next delivery. It's about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 7:25 in the PM on arrival. 7 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm sorry, 3 miles. Sorry about that. I guess it's 7:24 arrival. 6 minutes and 3 miles. I got it. All right, threw on some New Order, Age of Consent, and it goes ding 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 ding, or something of that nature. It's pretty good. By a little band called New Order, headed by Bernard Sumner, after they lost Ian Curtis and Joy Division and transformed their band to a techno club masterpiece. New Order reigned that music scene all through the 90s, especially the song Bizarre Love Triangle. Now we're doing Age of Consent. Also featured in the Wayne's World movie. If you ever watch Wayne's World with Mike Myers, that one, he does use it there. Don't know how they got away with that one, but they did. And also, they ripped off the movie The Graduate. I'm sure Dustin Hoffman was all smiles. Well, I'm gonna have to add Wayne's World to my top 11 films. It will make honorable mention, so it won't beat out Bergman and Scorsese, but it certainly will make the honorable mention because some feel that's a masterpiece. All right, next delivery, 7:42, 7 minutes, and 3.5 miles. This thing right here that goes auto and then on and then lights on. I think I might have left my lights on and I had to get a jump to get out of to get for the restaurant today. So I don't know, looking probably to buy a new battery coming up here pretty soon. How's Kitty doing?
He's fine.
Here, give me a kiss. There's Kitty. All right.